Clips, clips.
And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of hell. Alrighty, boob tubes. Oh, shit. Another one of Kip's clips. I need to remember to fucking turn the camera around, eh? Anyway, man, I was watching a video and pissed me off enough to make me want to make a quick clip. And it's to try and explain my madness in and around Judaism, anti-Semitism, Israel, the whole 9 yards. Because I'm not the only voice. But I'm certainly one of the only people that come up with their own fucking opinions. You know, instead of... Oh, man. You know how much that annoys motherfuckers who understand are just nothing more than noggin dogs? Nodding dogs. Yes, sir? No, sir? 3 bags full, sir? Yep. Just nodding along to the genuine narrative. It's either the government's line or the BBC. Or, you believe the Alex Jones truth. And, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm a fucking cut above anybody, man, but there's a lot of people that don't fucking think, they just follow. And then they call the other side a bunch of sheep. NPC! 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 What the fuck? How many people are rhyming and repeating that NPC thing? It's almost robotic. But the penny doesn't drop in people's nuts. It doesn't drop. They just continue. Brown people in boats. The Illuminati, fucking whatever NPC shit is getting pushed. And they never trace the source of all this stuff. Never question the information, the facts and figures that have been delivered. Never under scrutiny because they've bought into the cult of personality, the talking head, whether it be Max Egan, Alex Jones, David Icke, or any of these fucking crackpots. Toward the crackpots on the left, which I'm less familiar about, but they're pretty much... In fact, I'm no... Hold on, there's one here. Sam Cedar. I listen to him. I don't... In fact, that's a lie. I don't listen to him. But I've got him subbed on my boob tubes. We keep... Just to see what fucking folk are saying, you know? All full spectrum dominance. Observation. Anyway, so there's a crazy thing I do want to talk about, which is probably going to upset everybody. And there's very few people out there that have actually got the balls to say things that upset people. You know, I remember back in the day saying bad things about Alex Jones when you were kicked out the gang for saying it. And as longevity is expanded, I have literally been kicked out the gang for saying my own opinion because the paranoid androids think I'm talking about them because they fit the demographic, and plus they're fucking para out their tits. But you don't say that to a conspiracy theorist. It'll make them go after tits. It'll make them have a mental breakdown. And do you want to know why? Because they've been told that they're paranoid of all their family for fucking many a years before even I rocked up and started spewing my pish. Which, by the way, is in likelihood a load of pish. As I said, this is an entertainment channel. I put out my opinion for people to laugh about, and I do not want to shove any iota of my madness down anybody's throat, because God forbid God forbid. Oh, Illuminati. God. God forbid you fucking listen to a word I'm saying, man. Because I am certifiably nuts. I'd certify myself in the nut bar fucking spectrum, man. I'm crazy. The shit I believe I'm a ruler of my own country. I believe I started my own country. I believe I'm not part of any of this stuff. None of it. None of it in my name. None of these governments have got any of my consent whatsoever. Categorically, I've declared myself independent. I've got an independent country, and my sovereignty is a pirate ship that floats about with me. That's how crazy I am. But I still get looked at like I've got two heads when I tell people that have fell down the fucking legalese fucking rabbit hole that they're going to get jailed. Ding, 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 ding. That's the reality bell. Ding, 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 ding. Doesn't matter what the fuck you say, David Icke says, or this legalese fucking guy that's bamboozled you on YouTube or Facebag or whatever. You're getting jailed, my friend. Sorry to say, jailed. How do I know this? Been there, done that, spent a month in Barrel for my fucking whatever the word is that escapes me that I'm not remembering right now. For my trouble, that's what I'm looking for. For my trouble, for me being where he was. I had to spend a month in Barrel and remand. Right? Well, the worst thing in the world, man. It wasn't the best, right? But I'm sitting there telling him this shit, and he's looking at me as if I'm part of the deep state Illuminati. Coming to get you. Because I'm telling him reality. But then he'll start fucking quoting David Icke about reality and multiverses and shit. Multiverses belong on Disney Plus. Have you seen? I don't watch this because it's deep state Illuminati programming, obviously. Thor, Love and Thunder, funny as fuck, man. Really funny. I enjoyed it. Oh my god, I'm watching Disney Plus, and I was speaking to two chicks the other night, and I told them I watched Coronation Street in EastEnders. They're like, well, a way to tell us that you're gay without saying that you're gay. I'm like, I'm fucking straight, motherfuckers. Predominantly straight. Depends how drunk I am. Where I'll dip my wick. Each to their own and all that shit. But they automatically thought I was a poof because I fucking watched Coronation Street in EastEnders. And by the way, depending on how you use the word poof, it's not derogatory up here in Glasgow. It just depends how you use it. It's like a lot of words. And each to their own, and fuck you, word Nazis. I hate word Nazis. I hate the fact... Oh god, this is going to be an absolute rant about a lot of things, right? But bear with me. I will get into the relationship between the far right and Zionism, which is blatantly obvious to the educated. Anyway, like, but the fucking word Nazis, the way you can and cannot say shit, and depending on what colour of skin you are, what words you can and cannot say, which in my fucking definition is complete racism. See, when I hear people saying words of colour, people of colour, oh, we're setting up Santa Claus's grotto with people of colour. All I hear is, everybody apart from you. It's fucking racism. That's how the blacks and the browns must have felt back in the day when they were excluded for shit. Now fucking it's... Like, to make up for all your wrongs, which, by the way, I never wronged, I've never had a racist bone in my body in my life, but apparently to make up for all the wrongs of the past, I'm excluded for all sorts of shite, because they only want people of colour. Now, there was a point when saying somebody was coloured was deemed racist, and I don't know if it was Glaswegian, Scottish, British, right? But there was a point when I was growing up when you couldn't call them coloured, because calling them coloured was racist. You know, like, just calling a fucking spade a spade. I'm fucking pink. Stop calling me wink. I'm wink. Stop calling me white. I'm of colour, motherfucker. What do you fucking call this? Look, what the fuck? What am I, just fucking Casper the fucking see-through fucking ghost? Right, I'm of fucking colour. I know black and white aren't a colour technically, right? But then, like, that excludes all black people for fucking saying people of colour. Do you know what I mean? It's basically saying every cunt apart from you. Right, it really annoys me, and it's racist as a motherfucker. It just excludes a whole fucking demographic of the population like that. And it also makes you feel guilty for shit you've never done. No, shit you've never participated in. Fucking, that makes you feel racist when you're no racist. If that makes sense. If that's even possible. In fact, that is fucking possible, man. We're witnessing it. Anywho. Getting away for that rant. I've got a lot to get off my tits, man. Come on. Big tits. The race. Nah, mate, the stream seems okay on my end. The stream seems to be alright on my end. So far, so good. Right. So, how do I even begin to start to explain this? Ultimately, I'm going to be painted in a bad light by some motherfucker, some camp, some bot farm, somewhere, trying to generate fucking... I've already been put on the notice step. You can't Google Kips Clips YouTube and get a result for Kips Clips. Mental. You'll get the result for everything under Kips, but not Kips Clips. At least not in the first page. Anywho. So how does the far right have a relationship with Zionism? Right. Now, I started pulling up. Yeah, I love this, man. There's World War II propaganda done by it was the US, actually. If you look down the bottom, it says enlist US Army. And before I put the Star of Judea, which people commonly think it is, and the Star of David, the six-pointed star, on the monkey, because they're coming to take your woman and batter you over the head with a club, mate. That's what's happening. Look, the cartoon tells us Tom and Jerry is fucking true. Right? So, there's a constant effort of demonising one side or the other. Who are we demonising and for what reason? Well, I would argue it's all political reasons. It's all genuine, like, if it's not internal political reasons, with internal political struggles, which we've all, we've all witnessed, man. I hate, this is my hangover for watching too much conspiratard TV. We are all witness to... No, there's a select few people watching crazy fucking podcasts and fucking YouTube casts that are selective to this shit. Right, but a lot of people some people have been made aware of how certain groups are getting demonised. Whether it be X, Y, or Z. Take your pick. I've got the groups I like to demonise as well. I've still got a conspiracy hangover, you know, propagating other people's bullshit, and I don't know it. I just think I'm doing right, sticking up for people. I honestly, that ship has kind of sailed with me. I don't really believe that much now anymore. Hence the channel going under the fucking banner of entertainment, because this is all it should be. I should not colour your favour at all. If anything, all I want to do is make people fucking think twice before blindly following a cult of personality. Whether it be some fucking heavy metal freak fucking positioning himself as a yogi or something, you know? Hey man, all I do is sit in front of some tie-dye and say some flippity floppity flowery shit like Russell Brand, and I'll be good in the hood. I'll have hundreds of people just falling at my feet, telling me how good chemtrails are and how the world's going to pot and we're all fucked, we've got no future, just up while you are. Like, fucking driving people nuts. Not injecting any fucking positivity in their life whatsoever. No positive outlook whatsoever. You can't go to the gym, you're funding the corporations, you can't watch soaps, you can't watch TV lies to you and hypnotises you, but just blindly watch YouTube news 24/7. Right, anyway, long story short, let's get to the crux of the matter, right? Who created Israel? Who created Israel? Now, 9 times out of 10, people will start shouting about the Rothschilds. Yeah, the Rothschilds, 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 the Rothschilds. Right? And again, sticking the... Right, this is going to be everywhere, right? I understand... Oh, shit. I understand that. This is going to be everywhere. Right, here's the lobby of the UK Parliament. Obviously, some pictures are more prevalent than others, if that makes sense, right? Now, here's one. Here's one. Right, can anybody see the big, massive mosaic on the floor? Can anybody see it? Right. Does anybody know what the lobby of the houses, plural, of Parliament are? Right? I'm not giving you the fucking answers, you lazy bastards. Do it your fucking self. This is the only way people will actually see, instead of blindly listening to fucking mental fucking idiots on interwebs like myself. I don't know if he's just listening to the audio, I'm pointing at myself. Like myself, but we are fucking stupid. Lazy, stupid bastards. I wonder why my viewing figures keep going down. Lazy, lazy bastards that don't do the shit themselves, man. Because if you actually start thinking for yourselves instead of getting into drinking clubs, smoking clubs, hangouts to just blow smoke up each other's arses, where it's a bunch of paranoid old fucks just fucking making each other paranoid, you know, like, oh, my paranoia outweighs your paranoia. You think the world's going to end next week? I think it's ending tomorrow. You know, it's like a one-upmanship. And everybody, it's a pissing competition about who can remember the most conspiratard shit. It really is. It's pathetic after a while. See when you take the blinkers off. Understand what real friendship is, and not fucking just bullcrap shit online, blowing smoke up people's arses, telling people what they want to hear, not through the form of insults traded through third parties and shit like that. But gen up, straightforward fucking one-on-one fucking interactions. Well, the internet just a load of shite. It's a bunch of internet gangsters as well. That Hoaxhead mob, have you seen what they're still doing? My God, man. They are absolutely a bunch of fucking losers that have got fuck all going on in their real life and have took to the fucking interwebs and thought they're Sherlock Holmes and Judge Judy all rolled into one. What was it they used to call them? What was one? Fanny Bones, aka Danny Jones, used to have hoax police. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. You know, I would rather listen to Crossman Big up Crossman, my man. More power to you, my friend. I'd rather listen to Crossman, even though I probably don't agree with whatever percent of what he's saying. But I get the impression, maybe wrongly, but I get the impression it's fucking him speaking for the heart and the head, rather than just a wee sort of a wee cult, a wee group, you know, targeting individuals as well. You know, targeting people because they buy into a conspiracy. You know, they don't go after the source of the conspiracy. They don't even investigate that shit. All they do is fucking slaughter. See when the guillotines start getting rolled back out, man. Hoekstead is up there. Heads coming off, man. Shagging bitches and taking and digging ditches. That's what I say. Shagging bitches and digging the ditches. Anyway, so if you look at the fucking lobby, and again, I'm not going to do this fucking work for you, you lazy bastards. Do it yourself. Go and look what the lobby of the houses of Parliament are. Not the house, the houses of Parliament are, right? And what you'll see here is a big Star of David right now. Let me fucking get this fucking... no, that's the wrong one for this moment. So I told you it's going to be everywhere. Charles Barry! This is the architect that done all this shit when he was restorating the Palace of Westminster into the houses of Parliament today. And he done the mosaic tiled floor that I'm pointing at there, with what is typically known in the conspirasphere, I need to put my teeth in for saying that shit, as the Star of David, right? Don't investigate what the Star of David is, what it represents, what it's meant, where it came from. Don't do that. None of that shit. Jews. Fucking Jews. Blame the Jews. Jews. Right? And who's blaming the Jews? It's the same people who fucking who paid the dough for this fucking mosaic floor. Doesn't make sense, does it? What does it make sense? Does it? Right, again, this is just homework. If he's actually... to come to a better conclusion yourself, look at all the avenues instead of getting led down one rabbit hole. You know, because people will lead you down one rabbit hole. Next thing you know, you associate everything with the Star of David as like some sort of a satanic fucking conspiracy. Look at my Star of David with a big G in the middle. Now, I don't have a date on it, to be honest. I don't know if he's getting... What? That's it. That's it there. That's some of my Masonic memorabilia. And no, I'm not a Mason. I'm just very much interested in the stuff for many a reason. The conspirafear being one of them. My dad being a Mason and another. Reading the Masonic Bible, or the Bible, King James, with a Masonic bit tagged on. Being another. And it's interesting shit, man. I find, me personally, especially when you start falling down the rabbit hole of the conspirasphere, and very early on when I started doing that, man, it was all fucking Masons are taking over the world and fucking satanic worship and baby fucking murdering and all that, and I'm like, hold on, man. This is why I think very early on, off the mark, I was skeptical about all this fucking alternative media. Because they kept telling me fucking Masons were all satanic and baby murderers, and I'm like, I know this not to be true. Fact, I know this not to be true. Who would have a problem with this? Well, the fucking Catholic fucking church, because Masonry's been fucking sticking it to them for fucking over 1,000 years. Maybe that. So, and then when you go and look at all the people that are telling you Masonry's taking over the fucking world, they're all fucking sitting in the corner going, oh, the Zionists, the Zionists, the Zionists, all fucking cowering in fear over fucking some made up fucking entity. You know, fucking Satan's is made up as fucking the floating god or the baby Jesus, you know, rather than the real characters. Anyway, right, so there's the British Parliament lobby. Houses. Swear all the houses. All the division of power meet. And they meet on, not the square, but they meet on the fucking Star of David. Let's call it the Star of David because that, right, no. Oh shit, where did I get this from? I told you this is going to be everywhere, sorry man. But alright, here it's here, I think. Right, long story short, right? And whether you like this stuff or not, the lobby is also an octagon. Right, and it's just that I just see geometry. And that it's not that it's no accident. I mean, like, you wouldn't have architecture without geometry. You know, geometry keeps shit up. You know, the art of understanding geometry allows you to create arches, which allows you to create structures with fucking doorways and all forms of shit, man. It's like next level stuff that I am far too stupid to ever comprehend. Far too stupid. But I understand it's there. I just know I could never understand it. I could never get my head round it, man. Donald Duck in mathematics land taught me that. See, when Donald Duck started confusing me, I was like, whoa, Donald, I'm out. And if you have never seen that, honestly, go and watch it. You will learn more about mathematics from Donald Duck in mathematics land than you did in school. Or maybe it's just me. And I loved that. I didn't love maths, but maths was one of my favourite subjects. It was one that I actually fucking. The teachers managed to keep my attention for fucking more than 2 seconds before I was causing a riot. So, who created Israel? Everybody again jumps to Rothschilds. Rothschilds didn't create Israel at all. They took up management of it, you could say. Right, but long story short, it's the Balfour Declaration, right? It's called the Balfour Declaration for a reason, because it was Lord Balfour that actually wrote the Declaration. Now, I was going to bring up all these fucking websites and all sorts of shit and show you. But I had to stop because I was just falling down the rabbit hole, and I would have fucking had about 99 fucking slides up here for you going, look at this. Here's the baton, motherfuckers. Do not believe me. I'm a raving lunatic fucking for Glasgow drinking attendance. Do not believe me. I'm not anti-Semitic at all, man. I do not hate anybody that I do not know. You know, that was one of the waking up points for me as well. That was one of the epiphanies, man. Not only Alex Jones making me want to buy Tangy Tangerine and gun parts, but the epiphany of me falling down the pro-Palestinian route, which is very easily done. I mean, because the Palestinians are getting genocided from an area of land that they've stayed in for a hell of a long time. Right? To me, there's no doubt of that. You know, Israel rocks up and goes like that. We're the only fucking democracy in the Middle East. That's because you're killing every cunt that's no voting for you daft bastards. Plus, importing 1 million fucking plus white cunts every fucking day. You know you're in your home country when you need to wear fucking sunscreen 24/7, you know what I'm saying? Like the Australians and the Israelis, they're fucked. Skin cancer, boom. If you want to move over there, man, you get no choice in the matter. But anywho, it was the SAS that set up the Mossad or trained them and whatnot. That's the Mossad is a off-branch of the SAS. I'm going to argue that's why the Mossad was using British fucking passports while they executed who was it? I can't remember. They executed one of the other opposition mobs leaders in a hotel in Dubai, and the Mossad motherfuckers used a British passport. Again, see if you get the biggest bag of treasure and the most resources. You don't go like that, walking into war fucking waving your flag. You pay somebody to pay somebody to pay somebody to pay somebody. You hide behind about fucking 90 million fucking firewalls because you can afford to do so. Is this a mega leap of faith? Is this a crazy conspiracy theory? Tell me what it is, man. I think it's fucking common sense to fucking call this fucking spade a spade. Israel was set up with fucking fundamental Christians. Let's call them the Knights Templar and the fucking ilk. The cunts that are fucking the orders that have been set up for over nearly 1,000 years now. They've been set up to allow and facilitate the flow of Christian, what did they call them? Christian people. There's a word I'm looking for and I can't, it's escaped me right now. Christian people to and from the Holy Land. That is happening. What isn't happening? Jews are getting slaughtered. Muslims are getting slaughtered. All as they argue over a fucking dome in the rock, a rock in the dome, a dome in the rock, a rock in the dome. Right? Well, all the Christians are like, just walking, coming and going to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, I can't say it right. Sepulchre, however, hokey pokey pokey puka. I don't know how you say it right. Right, so, call me crazy. Zionism has been set up by fundamental Christians to facilitate the removal of brown people, the control of brown people, the genocide of brown people in that area of land, while the Christians just have open fucking source to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, however you pronounce it. The church, the round church, this is how you see the symbolism in the churches as well. The round church that's meant to house Jesus' body. And if you go and look at the Reformation and the message that was getting brought during the Reformation, it was Jesus' top, not fucking the Pope. Because the Reformation was all against the fucking Pope. That's why he started up the Jesuits. If you go and look at the Jesuits gang sign, you'll see it hanging over number 10 Downing Street. Fact. Crazy shit, I know. I can't make sense of it either, man. I'm trying to make sense of it. And the most sense I can make is Zionism has been set up. In fact, right, let me fucking look at this shit that SAST, right, not news really. It's basically run by the SAS. It's British. It's British ran, right? The empire that ruled that area of land before the Brits kicked them out was the Ottoman Empire, and the Ottoman Empire have just opened the floodgates of every fucking brown cunt that wants to bounce into Europe. Go and look at the map, folks. See where Istanbul, Constantinople is. Right. Here's Ken Livingstone getting demonised for pointing. Right now, remember they're trying to paint these people. Now, these people that Ken Livingstone and Jeremy Corbyn reported that had the balls to report this shit were doing it for political purposes. They weren't doing it out of the goodness of their heart or to enlighten people and stuff. They were doing it for political purposes. Right? They were trying to mobilise their base and the fringes and stuff. God knows whether they actually believe the shit that they're spewing, but they're pointing out what are historical accuracies by all accounts. He didn't bring Adolf into it. He pointed out the fact that fucking Hitler... That's Adolf, innit? He was pointing out that the Nazis were collaborating with the Zionist party at the time. You can argue whether they were genuine or not. That's up for debate. But what isn't up for debate is the Zionist party and the Nazi party were talking and making deals. And this makes people's heads go up. They can't understand, because we're all fed this polarised shit. It's the red or the blue, or the fucking left or the right. There's no there's very little, if no, people offering up debates about this shit. Trying to get a grip of the complexities of politics, right? Politics is mega complicated. Your enemy's enemy is your friend. All sorts of shit, man. I could rattle out 1,000,001 fucking sayings here, man. I really genuinely could. And they're all meaningless, but it's just like politics is well complicated. It isn't as simple as just fucking. Basically, what I'm saying is these motherfuckers are a bunch of liars, mob bosses who are just playing the PR game. I do believe anti-Semitism right. What I love about all these pieces and all that as well is the way that they don't show you what the people say. They'll give you synopsises on the screen, while at the same time playing you music that wouldn't be out of place on the Blair Witch Project. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you, man. Like, listen to the music in the background. Does this frame your mind? Oh, let's not focus on the fact that what he's saying is factually correct. Hitler was negotiating with the Zionist party. I would have said that. I thought the initial agreement was to send them to Ethiopia, to be honest. I didn't know fucking Israel was on the cards, but maybe it was Ethiopia originally and then it got moved to Israel. So, Labour MPs have called for Livingstone, now remember this is historic, to be banned. Because he told you a historically, factually correct thing, which is uncomfortable and weird for people to swallow, because it makes people's minds go. They can't understand it. They can't get their heads around it. They can't understand. They can't separate Zionism from Judaism. It's one of the same. They can't do it. And in modern day mainstream media, and what I mean by mainstream media is television shit, which is no longer the mainstream. Facebag, Twitter, boob tubes, that is the mainstream media. Your ITVs are no longer the mainstream media. Stop using this fucking rhetoric. It just feeds into fucking fat cunts like Alex Jones going, we're the resistance. You're not the resistance, mate. You've got the President of the United fucking States on your show, you fat cunt. I need to stop speaking about Alex Jones because that'll make this a plus 18. But listen to this bullcrap. So this Labour MP's called for Livingston to be suspended for stating a historical fact because he's talking about the creation of Israel. Now you need like Israel is not a state for Jewish folk. Right, hold on. I'm gonna. Oh shit. Where's the stuff I had? Hold on, I think I've got it somewhere here. No! Oh shit. Right. It was all the Orthodox Jews that protest against Zionism, you know? And what happens is it gets titled as ultra. Let me see if I can find. Right, so here, Orthodox Jews, right? Oh, in fact, this is what I wanted to do and I didn't do it. What does Orthodox mean? Sure, it's just because I'm bad at spelling. Yeah, but yeah, dyslexic nut on my fucking on my shoulders, to say the least. Right, but they do get it. Orthodox, right? What does it mean? Following or conforming to the tradition or genuinely accepted rules or beliefs of a religion, philosophy, or practice. Right? So, these Jewish people that are actually, following the fucking rules of Judaism, which, maybe I hate all organised religions. I've stated in my fight, I've got my own religion, it's a pick and mix. I take what I want and throw away the rest. And, so, how are they going to demonise these Orthodox Jews? Oh, please tell me I've got this somewhere, man. I did have it. I'm just a bit everywhere. With my links and whatnot. Hold on. Hopefully I've got it. Oh, hold on. Oh, shit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Charles, right, here's sorry for the silence, folks. I'm just looking through all the pish that was checked earlier on. It was Joe Owens that actually inspired me to make this video. I was like, oh, there we go. This is the one I wanted. Right, so you can't just get Jewish people, following the fucking rules of Judaism. Just like in here in this country, you can't get Christians. follow the rules of Christianity. Now, as I told you, man, I've got my own religion, man, pick and mix and shit. So I throw out all the shit that those cunt. But I've got respect for people who fucking actually fucking follow the rules of the religion that they subscribe to, rather than listen to the talking heads, aka the cult personalities that are fed up to them and tell them what to think that day. Right? So, like, as much as I disagree with the Orthodox Jews' point of view when it comes to religion, I respect them for fucking following it. And do you know what they don't fucking follow? Zionism. Right? I know a lot of people won't fucking tell you this. So the way they demonise it is ultra-Orthodox anti-Zionists, my Jewish Lenin. So there's a pure concerted campaign, right, by all the fucking white Jews. And it's all the fucking Jews that will get fucking skin cancer in 15 minutes if they actually went to Jewland. Fuck off to Jewland without sunscreen, motherfucker. See how long you last. Fucking deed in 15 minutes. I'm melting. Aye, you're well back at the homeland then, mate. Aye, fucking makes perfect sense, you fucking dick. Anyway, I just wanted to show like how they demonise ultra-Orthodox Jews, aka Orthodox Jews, aka real Jewish people fucking reading the fucking Torah and fucking following it. Right, and I'm not falling down any of those rabbit holes, the Torah, the satanic, this verse, like, you can do the same with the Bible, man. You can fucking tear the Bible to shreds in 2 seconds. You can tear the fucking Torah and the fucking Quran to shreds in 2 seconds. There are fucking archaic books for a fucking archaic fucking time, and people need to get at that in their thick fucking nuts. That shit that was wrote in that book, whatever fucking denomination of crap you want to fucking subscribe to, is fucking archaic. It's for a bygone era. Been there, seen it, done it, got the t-shirt, fucking moved on, John. Fucking hell. And there's still idiots out there fucking bumping their gums about all this shit. And that's what the satanic panic is all about as well. Satanic panic is a way of driving you to fucking the baby Jesus. You know, see if they managed through the power of YouTube to convince you that there's pure mad groups out there that are, and I'm not saying that these groups don't exist, right? I'm just saying perspective and fucking scope. Right? But if they manage to convince you that all the world governments are sitting around one big fucking... To a certain extent, I still kind of believe that, but it's all the corporations and people with money. But anyway, if they manage to convince you just fucking idiotically that it's just one big fucking round table fucking agreeing with everything and they're all sucking babies' bloods and shit. Look at Pizzagate. I mean, like, take your blinkers off and go and look at that again, man. Wow-wee. That's a good example of how people's brains can get melted with the internet. To steal a phrase, a nothing burger turned into a Big Mac. This, in fact, no, a nothing burger, I'm stealing that phrase, but it was a nothing burger turned into a Big Mac. And I don't love Big Macs, actually. I prefer the double cheeseburgers. Cheap and cheerful. But anyway, let's just say I love Big Macs. It was a nothing burger turned into a Big Mac. Right? And again, people fail to be able to, because you get so wound up, man. So you stick the word pedo in there, man. Wah! People's arseholes are like that. Whoa, twitching. Don't I know it? And this is It's a known tactic. It's a known tactic. You start smearing somebody, some of that shit will stick. Even if it's 1%, it's 1% of that shit that will stick. That's why, in time, given time, right time, these people will be taken out. When they least expect that, you know, going to the shop, couple of pints of milk, bit of bread, down the local, as you do. What you do is if you're going to do it, you might as well do it right. Anyway, so that's how the shit rolls. So the fundamental Christians have set up Zionism to basically control that area of the planet, so that Christians have the Christian pilgrims, that's the word that was used back in the day. Christian pilgrims have right of access and free access to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, I don't know how to pronounce it. The church where the baby Jesus is buried. Whereas Muslims and Jews continue to kill themselves endlessly on the Holy Mound, fight over it endlessly, constantly, and Jews are used as a human shield as a way of protecting the Christians. It's a great deal. Absolute great deal. And remember, fundamental Christians hate Jews. Lord Balfour, like, everybody blames Israel on Rothschild. Who the fuck is Rothschild? Who's he a son of? Who signed the paper to create Israel? Wasn't he Rothschild? Who's Rothschild going running to? So is he using his Jew secret gun? Do what I say. To fucking Lord Balfour? No chance. Lord Balfour is an anti-Semitic fucking long-lost relation of Robert the Bruce. And if you go and look who Robert the Bruce was, he was the first person to tell the Pope to go and fuck himself. Stabbed the real fucking dude in the back to take ownership of Scotland. Fucked the Pope, went against Christendom at the time. And then allegedly, some people theorise, used the knowledge and the help of the Knights Templars to oust the English in their battles and stuff. And I've got a line rampant on the on the door of my bedroom. Make it that way you will. And if you go and look into what happens when the Queen, oh shit, still can't. When the Queen or King, when the head of state comes to Scotland, man, what happens with all the flags and all that shit, all the ceremonial stuff and stuff. It's very interesting, man. It's very interesting. The Queen is... The institution of the royal family is nowhere near the higher echelons of power in Scotland. Down in England, they're head of the church, you know. And a lot of social clubs, a lot of Masonic clubs and whatnot, you'll find the picture of the Queen on the wall. There's a picture of the Queen in the wall, Rangers dressing room and stuff, you know. Because they see the institution as the head of state. But it's nothing to do with religion, because up here, our head of state is our head of the church is the baby Jesus. Anyway, I don't mean to split Anyway, aye, so up here, the head of state is the baby Jesus, and down south, the head of... Not the head of state, sorry. The head of church is the baby Jesus, and down south, it's the king now. Oh my god, man, Charles is a fucking king. It's embarrassing. Right. So, I don't even know if I've explained myself properly, man. It was more a rant and anything, right? But the far right control Israel. They set it up, man. And they set it up for the benefit of fundamental Christians, and they wanted to recruit Jews from all over the world to come to Israel and become human shields to facilitate Christians' flow to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, while at the same time dying en masse at the Dome in the Rock, and allow the big nose cunts and the brown motherfuckers to fight over a fucking stone in the fucking hill. It's quite it's very clever, man. But once the penny drops, I'm just speaking for myself. Once the penny dropped for me, I could see that shit, man, as clear as fucking day. You know, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, or whatever you might call it, never getting questioned. When have you seen Muslims trying to fucking storm that fucking place? Dome of the Rock? Oh man, killing people there fucking almost daily, if no fucking batoning them out the fucking nines. Right? Plus, it's all a bunch of it's all Jewish people that are doing the body, that are doing the bodyguard shit. So, again, Christians have just got a free flow into the church that they want to get to, and they're letting everybody else fight it off. That's why. Do you ever wonder why it's a perpetual war and it never seems to come to an end? It's because that's what they want. That's what they want. Sounds pure conspiratardom. And maybe it is. I did own up earlier on that I was still prone to a good conspiracy theory and that, but I wouldn't say that's my own. I think there's few people out there fucking spouting that stuff. I remember back in the day people coming to me and saying, they're fake Jews, and I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, fake Jews? And then it came kinda, I came to understand what they were meaning in the first place, in the sense that they were talking about this is a kind of cult or sect that's been set up using Judaism as a proxy to secure the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, whatever you might call it, the hokey pokey, for Christians. And the Christians, the fundamental Christians, are sitting back going, hey, they don't give a... They want as many Jewish people to die as possible. But let's go over some shit, right? Because I did try and get some stuff in. Racism equals Zionism, you know. And there's even been things that have been trying to frame Zionism as anti-Semitism, you know, which is mental. In my humble belief, is mental, you know, and it shows how this is getting used as a pawn. It's nothing to do with anybody's religion, folks, man, or your religion, or what you believe. You're getting used as a pawn, man. Think for yourself. Make up your own religion, fuck's sake. Right, so what bull crap am I believing? Right, what's the difference between anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism? Yeah, let's see if I can actually stomach this shit. The UK Labour Party has been the centre of a row over anti-Semitism, including its relationship to anti-Zionism. What do these terms actually mean? Right, again, the BBC won't tell you what you think, but they're going to tell you what you think about and how to think about it. Right? Anti-Semitism is hostility and prejudice directed against Jewish people. OED. Who's OED? Right. Hold on. Where's my moose? Loose about this house. There it's there. I want to find out who the OCD is. That's got to be an interesting group. That's the fucking Pecora coming back in me. OED Oxford English Dictionary. Right. That makes sense. They're using the Oxford English Dictionary. That doesn't make sense. Usually they don't use a fucking dictionary. Usually the dictionary is their enemy. Hostility and prejudice directed against Jewish people. Right. Well, I'm sitting here saying that I believe the whole religion of Judaism has been usurped by fucking fundamental Christians for geopolitical, religious reasons to control that area of the land and take it off the Ottoman Empire. I'm not the only person. There's actually people with fucking funny hair and everything. These funny hair motherfuckers. I've got funny hair, they've got funny hair, and we've all got funny hair in here together. Woo! There's a song in that. Right, but we have all got funny hair. Especially the Orthodox Jews, man. They've got the best fucking sideburns in the world, man. Let me see if I can find some without YouTube breaking on me. Right, I can't find them. I had them earlier. But you can find the Jews with the fucking big mad curly bits not coming down, man. They're the Orthodox Jews. And apparently the Orthodox Jews, you know, like, fuck, we just went and looked. Oh my god, I should actually be more organised. The Orthodox Jews, you know, the people who following or conforming to the tradition or genuinely accepted rules or beliefs of a religion, philosophy or practice, these people are not, they're ultra orthodox because they understand what's happened with Zionism. Zionism's marched in, took over the religion, fucking created a country, and used them as human shields. And they recruit all the Jews from all over the fucking world. Here, come on, we've got sunscreen. We'll keep you alive. You won't fry like a fucking frazzle in the... See all you white motherfucking Jews? Come on over, man. We've got sunscreen. Highest rates of skin cancer in the world, Australia and Israel. Go figure it out, man. Do the math. Do the math. Fucking use the logic, motherfuckers. So they've been branded as ultra orthodox, whereas they're just people who actually follow the religion that they're meant to be there fucking dying for. It's mental. It's absolutely fucking mental. Zionism refers to the movement to create a Jewish state in the Middle East, roughly corresponding to the historical land of Israel, and thus support for the modern state of Israel. Anti-Zionism opposes that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh my god. Just go and listen to any of the fucking people with the funny hair and the big sideburns speak. Like, I don't know. Believe the BBC if you want, and they'll read taglines and shit. Like I do bulletin points on my bit of paper and all that as well. I can do that, BBC. Just mine's only. Mine's only typed out and with an editor's fucking thing put in front of it. But some say Zionism can be used as a coded attack on the Jews. I'm using it as an attack on fundamental Christianity, which took over and took over a whole fucking religion to push their shit and use the Jews as human shields. Mental, innit? It really is fucking 1984 shit. And listen, please do not listen to me. I am full of shit. I'm a madman. Fucking having a mental breakdown. Taken to the YouTubes. So do not listen to me. If anything, just take a baton and go and think about shit. It's a different way of looking at things. You know? Like, instead of like all the fucking old paranoid men sitting in circles, bumping their gongs, acting like they're experts in everything. Experts in everything. There's nothing you can mention that some of the fucking talking heads won't know about. 5G. 5G's really turned out to be the direct energy weapon that the Richie Allen and David Icke and the like were talking about. Max Egan, my biggest one to fucking pull down because he's a fucking old junky Australian cunt staying in a fucking treehouse, which some people still listen to for some reason. Cult of personality. Fucking can't even admit that shit to themselves. It's like being an alcoholic or having an addictive personality. Half the battle is admitting the shit. You know? Same with the fucking boob tubes, man. Half the battle is admitting that you're fucking addicted to this shit and you're willing to believe all sorts of forms of crap and listen, people can believe whatever they want to believe, but see when they start taking to the airwaves and propagating this shit, perdition, putting themselves up on a pedestal as if they're some form of fucking authority, and then people actually act like they're a fucking person of authority when it's a fucking drunk old paranoid cunt fucking talking shit on YouTubes. How's that for reality? But like most people don't like reality. They just like to bump their gums about fucking conspirator shit. Right. What else? But some say Zionism can be used as a coded attack on. Alright. Former Labour MP. Former Labour Mayor Ken Livingstone, I think I just said what I wanted to say there, was suspended from Labour following a series of remarks about Israel, including the suggestion that Hitler supported Zionism before the Holocaust. What do you call making a deal with them? Is that not supporting them? The deal wasn't to put them in the gas chambers and kill them, which had weird doors that opened and shut. Let's not talk about that shit. This whole thing is obviously about the Jews and nothing bigger. I'm saying that sarcastically, by the way. YouTube fucking algos, you fucking assholes. YouTuber. Probably just more of the fucking trolls with no life. Other than they fucking think they're fucking YouTube police. Stay tuned on Tuesday, man. You'll see a fucking whole bunch of crackpots still participating in this shit. Staying in their fucking garages and basements. Literally, garages and basements. thinking there's some sort of an internet Sherlock Holmes. It's fucking hilarious, man. It really is. It's hilarious. I think it's I think it's funny as fuck. How delusional people are. I relate it to myself being that delusional, you know. And I think how funny. I think how delusional I was, you know. All I do is need to share this one RT clip, and then the world will be saved. And it's just not the case. But old paranoid motherfuckers like to sit round steam rooms and sauna and bump their gums. And that's what YouTube has turned into. All it's missing is the actual fucking steam room and sauna. I might change one of my channels to the steam room and sauna and just fucking do it in my towel. Get a smoke machine in here. But anyway, right, so if you can't see how you're getting played with this old Zionism, Judaism shit, I just think it's blatantly obvious. To me, it's blatantly obvious. But I think I'm being... Right. Judaism and Zionism has usurped Judaism on behest of fundamental Christianity, who hate Jews and are quite happy to use them as human shields to reappropriate that area of land, consolidate that area of land, use the Jews imported from all over the world as a human shield to consolidate that area of land and let the Browns and the big noses fight over the rock on the dome, rock in the hill, dome in the rock, rock in the dome, rock in the dome, and use that as a WWF fighting zone, while all the Christians have free and safe passage to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, I can't say it right, the baby Jesus' church. Now, that is what all the Christian orders, the Order of the Dragon, the Knights Templar, the Knights Hospitaller, which is now the St John Ambulance Service here in the UK, all these orders, who, by the way, these people are still sworn to. You know, everybody fucking thinks fucking everything's now in the modern day land and all that. All these people are still swearing oaths that their great granddaddy swore 1,000 years ago to protect Christendom. Right? The landscape has changed, the perception has changed, but their fucking game is still the same, man. And what are they doing? They're using Jews, who fundamental Christians hate because Jews killed the baby Jesus, who is the head of their church. But don't look into any of this shit. Don't bring any of that stuff into it. It's not. Doesn't matter a fuck. This is crazy folk like me fucking bumping their gums. And you know, sometimes that's what I think it is. Right, but, so there's the BBC, they'll tell you what the difference is. And the BBC won't lie to you. Hitler and Zionism, why they... Oh, at least this paper is actually acknowledging the agreement between the Nazis and the Zionists existed. Why are they acknowledging it? Because it's fucking real, man. People are what's the time span? What's the word I'm looking for? Their fucking concentration span or whatever is short as fuck. If it's not happened in the last 30 seconds, the last 30 days, boom, doesn't matter a fuck. Right? Nobody, like, political parties and political figures for Corbyn to that other guy that I just showed there, the mayor. Dude, what was his name? Livingston. I think it was Livingston. What the fuck is this shit? What Livingston acknowledged is historical fact. It's what happened in reality. I mean, there's nobody disputing this. There's nobody disputing it happened. But look at how they try to spin it. Both sides, all sides. Right, so the Havara Agreement. It doesn't mean Hitler was a Zionist. No. He just agreed with him. I mean, aye, come on. Hey, Jews, get to fuck. I thought it with the initial agreement was Ethiopia, to be honest, and then it morphed into Israel, Palestine, sorry. British mandated Palestine at the time. But nobody thinks that this is a very important part of the world religiously to a lot of windy licking motherfuckers, in my opinion. It's so important that they'll start world wars over it, you know? World War One and World War Two had nothing to do with control of this area of the world. It's just a coincidence that the control of this area switched during that. Then we had the Balfour Declaration. And again, go and look who Lord Balfour was. He was anti-Semitic, racist, kin of Robert the Bruce, and hated any cunt that wasn't fucking fundamental Christian. Right, so who created Israel? Who created Israel? Ask yourself the fucking question. I hate fucking bouncing up here like, I'm going to tell you the answers. I don't know fucking none of the answers. Ask yourself the question. Who created Israel? I bet you there's a... Rothschild! Wasn't he fucking Rothschild at all? Wasn't he him that... Whose signature is on the bit of paper creating the fucking... legally creating the state of Israel? Who trained Mossad? Why are Mossad turning up in fucking hotels with British passports, fucking killing people? I'm trying to think of killing the other side. I can't remember who it was they exactly killed. Under British passports. Who's doing that? Where did they come from? How can they get British passports? Anyway. And again, just fucking do your own research. Nowadays, that's a capture all for Google this shit, right? Don't Google it. Fucking use some other search engine. I hate Google now. Fucking buried my channel, the pricks. Put in Kips Clips YouTube, you don't even get my channel up. Or it's way down the list. Like, how specific can you need to be? Anyway. Yeah. So, let's look at this agreement. Now, remember... Oh, this is Wikipedia, so it's fact. You all know that's true. Right? But also, remember, this comes from multiple sources, and this will be the watered down version. Right. Right, so that agreement, translated, transfer agreement between Nazi Germany and Zionist Germany, Jews. It's a wiki fact. It's true. It's true. It's a wiki fact. 1933. 33 is the magic number. This was agreement finalised after 3 months of talks by the Zionist Federation of Germany, the Anglo-Palestinian Bank. Bum 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 bum. Right. So there's a bank? Are you talking about the West Bank? Or are you talking about a money bank? Money. Well, the Jews are fucking concerned, man. They're human abacuses, so it's obviously a money bank. But again, like I say again. We'll say again. Where's the fucking thing I'm looking for? Oh no, here it is. Here. So they're demonizing, right? So you can see the political swing, and it's not that they actually believe in one way or the other. They're just taking advantage of the opportunity to demonize their enemies. Your enemy's enemy is your fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? So they're just demonizing the left there for stating a fact, you know, and it's said they don't want to separate Zionism from Judaism. They don't want the Orthodox Jews having some sort of a stage to be able to promote their message that Zionism is going against all the teachings of Judaism, or going against a lot of the teachings of Judaism. So they dress it up as anti-Semitism, which has been used as a way of, for over 50 years now, a way of shutting down debate about the genocide that's happening in that area of the world. Now, I used to really get my panties in a twist about the genocide of the Palestinian people, man. Because I don't know, maybe I was drinking the Kool-Aid or something, man, but I really couldn't believe that there was just a worldwide silence and cover-up about the genocide that was happening right in front of your eyes. And the hypocritical bullcrap that comes from the information sources about what's happening in and around Palestine, stroke Israel, whatever you want to call it. It's quite unbelievable. Yeah, and then the further I got, the deeper I got, the more worldly wise I would argue that I've got. Maybe the more crazy, who knows? One of the two. I do believe that I started to understand what was happening in that area of the planet a wee bit more. I understood it wasn't the Jews that were. I came to the opinion that it wasn't the Jews. I mean, you can go and look at any religion, quote 1,001 fucking passages for every fucking religious text, whether it be the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, so on and so forth, to paint them in some sort of a maniac, like some sort of a fucking crazy mindset. Very, very, very easily done, and done constantly, by the way, to demonise other religions over other. We're all the fucking same as each other, man. It's the same fucking story told by a different fucking grandma. You know what I'm talking about? Load of shite. But it's very easy to demonise the other side over the other using religious texts. And I just want to call them all out for being bullshit, man. Like there was at one point that I was, I would argue through no fault of my own, Because there was a point in my life where I was very heavily suggestible, and I was watching a hell of a lot of YouTube, and a hell of a lot of the YouTube was the anti-Jew shit, which comes for the same people who support the state of Israel. I know, it's crazy. So, again, after putting my tie-dye down, putting out my incense, stopped drinking my own pish, and thinking for myself, I came to the conclusion that I'm at just now. And it'll make people's brains fry, and they'll think, you're just part of this, you're just part of that, you're this, you're that. I don't know yous, so I don't give a flying fuck. It's the people I know in real life and interact in real life, not this fucking screen in front of us. You know, like, see everybody that lives their life vicariously through this internet screen. They're the same people that will tell you that you're mental for watching Coronation Street and EastEnders. You know, it's almost exactly the same shit. Coronation Street and EastEnders, in my opinion, is less dangerous than the fucking interwebs. You know, on the interwebs, you're sitting there like, even producing your own pish. And old people just sitting round a conspiracy fire, talking pish. And I love to do that, man. I do love to do that. But to fail to acknowledge that's what it is where I'm out, man. I'm quite happy to fucking sit around talking any old crap, man. I love bouncing around ideas and whatnot. It's when people start trying to act like they're like video analysts and they understand 5G. Here's my video about 5G. I'm gonna tell you. You don't understand the fucking first thing about 5G. None of the technical shit. None of it. You're bumping your gums based on Richie Allen and the ilk. And the amount of times I've fucking seen that. I mean, there was one time, right? Now, I'll leave names out of it. And you can believe me or not, I really don't give a fuck. But there was one time with this particular dude, and I would start sniffing him out as a fucking absolute what fraud, just full of shit. I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know how to explain it. It's full of shite. Aye. Just absolutely full of shite. And it was at a time when I was pumping out, man, like fucking 10 videos a day and stuff. You know, it was when I was getting my shit monetized. Clickbait titles left, right, and centre. Monetize this shit. Damn tootin'. And I asked him a question about something, and he fucking rhymed and in fact, it's happened twice, and he rhymed and repeated what I'd said in my video earlier on that day, and I was like, oh my god. It didn't indicate him at the time. Just fucking told me everything I need to know. You know, all this fucking critical thinking and it's a load of shite. It's not fucking. I mean, like, I'm going to do a shoot. I'm going to do a show. I'm going to do a show tomorrow night, and oh, shit, cheat. Sorry. Right, I just get absolutely distracted by the chat room. Sorry, boys, I've not been looking at the chat room, so a few of your messages might have not went through. Right, I think your messages just don't go through. Somebody asking if they can phone in, mate. Phone my Skype if you want, mate. You're more than welcome to. More than welcome. Phone the Skype. The links are below. Right, don't phone it right now because what I'm going to do is leave you with a quick message from my sponsors while I go for a quick piss. I'm choking for a fucking piss. Right, I'm going for a quick piss.
Tonight at 11.
Doom! It's a plan! And I'm angry! I'm not a slave! I've broken the conditioning! It doesn't work on me! I'm primitive, I'm real, I know the enemy, and if we can have this spirit of normal humanity spread, it's over for the globalist! Break the conditioning now! Excuse me.
This is not the InfoWars Nightly News, where the answer to 1984 is not $19.95 plus shipping and handling, but the answer is to try and understand the double barrel bullcrap, the double speak, and the Orwellian wonderland we now find ourselves in. So sit back and relax as I take you through a real alternative look at the news and so-called alternative media alike. Enjoy.
Clips, clips.
Hello. I love you. You tell me your name. Sorry, man. I did have to pee big style. Right. That's my WhatsApp. That's not working. Aye, buddy, man. If you want to fucking, if somebody wants to phone in, feel free to phone in. Well, Skype in or whatever. It's the best and only way to do it at the mo. Yeah, I'm just going to have a wee quick shifty at the chat. One thumb duck. Hope you're all good, my man. Devon. Sign your own papers. Khazarian Empire, mate. If you want to phone in, feel free, my man. Does it look like a genuine channel? That is the question. Oh, it's just Thomas Sheridan is now live. Right, that Khazarian Empire, dude. Mate, the Skype details and all that jazz is down below and on the stream. So you want to bounce in, my friend? Batter in. He's talking about Djibouti, which is, well, I'm just looking at his channel, man. He's talking about Djibouti, which is quite interesting. Very interesting. To me, anyway, I don't know if he's no Djibouti down in Somalia, where all the pirates are. You know, I've got a genuine pirate in my fucking family, man. Right, it's probably nothing to shout about, but I remember in my family. Back in the day, did a lot of piracy on a ship. I don't know how to explain it. And then obviously get carried off at the next port. Well, funny story. But anywho, that's enough about pirates. So, do the far right have a relationship with Zionism? I believe Zionism fucking hates genuine Jews. But I don't respect any. And it's not that I don't respect. I don't subscribe to any organised religions. None of them. But I do believe I can see Judaism getting used by people who hate Jews, fundamental Christians over here in the West, as a way of cementing their power and using them as human shields in the pursuit and control of Jerusalem, thus the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, however you want to pronounce it. And the Dome in the Rock, nobody gives a flying fuck about that. You just let everybody perpetually argue over that. It keeps everybody's fucking attention is on that Dome in the fucking Rock. Sounds like fucking a crack cocaine fucking dealer. But anyway. Hey man, you need to try the Dome in the Rock. It's not any rock, man. It's the Dome in the Rock, man. It's the best rock ever. Anyway. And that's my belief. So the far right set up Zionism, rule Zionism, control it. That's why every Zionist you see is a white motherfucker who's going to fucking fry in like 15 seconds in Israel and has to lather up with fucking sunscreen every 24/7. And probably most of them are going to die of skin cancer. Not that I want them to die of skin cancer, but if you're a white cunt that stays in fucking the middle of a desert, what the fuck do you think's going to happen? You know, see if I go and stay in the middle of a desert and go, man, I'm getting sunburnt, I don't understand it. What the fuck? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it is just me. Well, oh shit, hold on. Right. I should be alright. I think. There we go. Aye, man. So, I'm going to do the off. I'm still trying to fucking Second cam, right. But I need to take my glasses off to see this shit. Hold on, where's even the chat room? Alright, Bright Mum. Oh. I'm censoring you, Bright. Andrew Cheech. Andrew Roberto. I'm censoring yous all. There we go. I'll have a wee shot of the old Q&A. Sinners, gods of AI religions? Fucking hell, Bright, I can actually understand the sentence she said, man. It's mental. But the sinners thing, man, come on, that's a bit fucking OTT. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I know that I've fucking done 1,000,001 things that 1,000,001 people could consider to be fucking sinning and shit. But I don't beat myself up about it, man. Just another boogie, man. Well said. Roberto, my man. Supposedly prophecy fulfilled, the Jews return to the promised land, etc. Mate, this is the weird thing. Like, please, I'm not even saying this sarcastically. I'm being genuine. Educate me, man. As far as I was aware, man, the Jews actually came from Egypt and then fucking floated into Israel. I know, and that's when it became the promised land. So were they no brown people? Although in boats originally, and they're no longer brown people in boats. It's fucking white cunts in boats. And the Jews, oh shit, man. See, oh my god, that's when you actually know there's some serious shit going on, when you're scared to say stuff. And it's not what I was going to say there, man, is all the Jews that seem to be fucking up in arms or trying to promote anti-Semitism. And I say promote anti-Semitism because they seem to be actually doing exactly that. Seem to be white cunts. Right? And I know that you can be Jewish in fucking any colour and so on and so forth and all that jazz. But ultimately you're claiming to come from a place. You're claiming a tribe, aren't you? Right? Now, how can you be fucking... How can you be white and Jewish? That is a pure racist... That sounds racist as a motherfucker, doesn't it? But that kind of dynamic, it doesn't bamboozle me, right? It just... It's examples are shining light on how much of this stuff is blussed over muster. If people even understand that, it's all fucking bullcrap, man. Basically, what I'm saying. Sinners of all religions. Maybe you're thinking, mate. Maybe that's what you were saying. Just another boogeyman. Supposedly prophecy fulfilled the Jew. Chess, mate. Cross move. Rothschild had skin in the creation of Federal Reserve, if not mistaken. There's been over 1,000 years of interbreeding. Well, mate, here's the thing. I didn't even say this earlier, and I meant to say it, right? It was when I was kind of pointing out, like, the creation of Israel, who created Israel. Everybody blames the Rothschilds. Ah, ya fucker! But don't ask me what just happened there. Fucker. Right, everybody blames the fucking Rothschilds, don't they? It's the Rothschilds. Who created Israel? It wasn't the Rothschilds at all. It was the Rothschilds that get signed off on the Declaration. What's the Declaration called? The Balfour Declaration? Does anybody actually ever fucking actually go and look into that, dude? His genealogy, his beliefs, his political leanings and stuff? Nah, they can't bother their fucking ass. Just run with the fucking anti-Jew shit. Which the Rothschilds are quite happy to do because that's their role. You become a front shop, you need to take the fucking flack. You need to take the good with the bad. All that jazz. Hold on, is this actually fucking still? Apparently so. But the second you sort of suggest it's not just an overarching Jewish conspiracy, you're obviously part, especially when you've got fucking Star of David's hanging on your wall and all that, man, and your name's Kips Clips 33. Oh, you know, it's mental how easily people's heads are pulled in one crazy direction, and there's people that believe all sorts of crap about me because of fucking interweb bull crap, man. And it's just bizarro, to be honest. It's bizarro. But what are you gonna do? You're in for a good ride or a long ride, you know what I mean? I like both. You couldn't see me there, but I was riding. Yeah! No. Don't do that, man. It doesn't go down well. I need a haircut. It doesn't go down well. I have too many other folk fucking watching this pish. But you can't do that, you know. You know, don't try and do stuff to make people watch your shit, because you're selling out to the deep state Illuminati. Or is it just an excuse for being pish? Equally is valid. But I don't know. Right, so the point of this video, there is a relationship between the fucking a far right and Zionism. They set it up. The far right do not like Jews. And this is just my humble opinion. And I'm a crackpot, crazy conspiracy theorist. So don't listen to a word I say or take it serious. It's just my genuine belief. And Zionism was set up to take over Judaism, to control that area of the planet. And if that theory is right, it seems to be working. And the people that set up Zionism don't actually give a fuck about Jews. That's why they're quite happy to pursue policies which not only demonizes Jews in the eyes of the world, but fundamentally proves that they're in there doing a genocide, you know? You ever hear about Christians doing any fucking genociding in Jerusalem? Do you ever hear about the British mandated Palestine and shit? No. Do you ever hear about the British Empire trying to bring down the Ottoman Empire, which used to be the East Roman Empire? Nah. Don't. Fuck history, folks. Fuck it. Here's a page for the last fucking couple of centuries, and we'll tell you what's happening. And the world hates Jews. The world, aye, true. The world does hate Jews. That's why fundamental Christians are using them as a human shield to fucking appropriate Jerusalem. I told you I had a crazy fucking point of view, man. I've no completely went against the conspiracy grain. I still believe in a good old conspiracy. I just don't believe it as told by Alex fucking Jones or David Icke. You know, I've even seen David Icke's fucking clips doing the rounds again. Look, he predicted this virus, man. Like, he predicted this virus back in 1997. Like, what he was doing was spouting fear porn. Back in 1997 to control people. It worked. It's still working. There's still people out there, even after Sandy Hook, even after fucking David Icke telling you he was Jesus. Jesus! The cunts out there telling you he's the fucking reincarnation of fucking Jesus. And cunts are still believing him. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're right. You know, I don't want to do a French Revolution style fucking drag every politician out and chop their fucking head off shit. I'm more pragmatic. I want to just put the people that deserve it under the guillotine. But it's mental to watch. It's more than mental to watch. To see the fallout and the way people actually react, conduct themselves in fucking modern day reality, man. Seriously, see people that are tuned to the moon with conspiracies and stuff. And again, I'm not shooting from the hip here. I find it hard to conduct themselves in normal society because everything's a conspiracy. And I'm not saying everything isn't a conspiracy, I'm just saying people find it hard, once they've failed down that rabbit hole, to conduct themselves in regular, normal, whatever you want to call it, society, because they're so radicalised that anything will trigger them into rants and ravings that people do not want to be around. Why? Because it's unpleasant. Who wants to be around unpleasantness? Right? But if you've been appropriately mind controlled, you'll think the world is ending tomorrow. And if you don't go out and whether it be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, cunts doing the sauna, steam room, swimming pool, whatever, just fucking ranting and raving in people's earlugs and they don't want to hear it because they're there for a good time, not a fucking stressed out time. And if you can't empathise with that shit as much as you empathise with fucking, I don't know, dying fucking Ukrainians on the Russian side, well, God knows. We're off. Well, we are. We're all fucked. Don't listen to me, I'm talking shit. I don't mean that. We're not all fucked, man. The world is going through a fucking shift. Like it's went through 1,000,001 times. It's getting dressed up and all sorts of shit. And there's people crying themselves to sleep over the planet not being there tomorrow because of somebody driving their car. Driving bread to a supermarket. People driving bread to a supermarket demonised, you know, just stop oil. People's heads are gone, man. Anywho, I'm talking too much pish. And just getting on people's tits, no doubt. Right, but I'll do a Q&A. I'll do a Q&A, right? So if anybody wants to ask me any crazy questions, I will. I will. Shout out Joey Coco Daz. No problem. Roberto. They sold Palestine for endless amounts. Aye, mate, what happened in that fucking neck of the woods? It's a lot more complicated than the fucking simplification bullcrap that we are fed, I would argue. And listen, I think it's painfully obvious. I'm against genocide, man. I just don't like people doing genocide and not calling it what it is. At least if you're going to do genocide, fucking have the balls to admit it. Even a stop club tells the right time twice a day. Can't watch it, not going to lie. What about Surgeon Club? No, sure. Christians happy the prophecy fulfilled, but Jews don't believe in the Christ. Their Messiah is Dajjal in Islam. Cool, my man. The Shuntar. No matter when the planet reaches an extra to see 100 million people on the move due to catastrophic climate change, uninhabitable areas that causes 100 million people. Cheech, right? Like, listen, mate. I am no expert in climate stuff at all. Far from it. Right, really, really far from it. So I base all my crap on other people's opinions, which is never a good place to come from, to be honest, because it's just. But anyway, long story short, what I was going to say is that I was going to say okay, hold on, I'm still I'm just reading that. I mean, I'm not disputing any of that stuff, and where you get your facts from is where you get your facts from, and that must be a fact, man. That is no problem at all. I just me personally, I still listen to the other side. I think it's been hijacked for political reasons, whether it be real or not. I find it very hard, very, 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 very hard to believe that there's people at the higher echelons of power who have sons and daughters and all that entails, that are genuinely pursuing policies that kill the planet. There is a debate to be had here. I would argue. I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people are just fucking so. The science is in. The guys in the white coats said this. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. But my skepticism makes me think that there's political and power gains to be had in and around that whole argument and policies, so on, so forth. It's just hard for me to believe. I genuinely don't think that there's people up there promoting stuff that they know is going to kill the planet. They might not give a fuck about the environment. They might not give a fuck about pollution. But they either believe or know better, one of the two, that the world's not going to end if we don't start pursuing all these crazy green policies. And to say it's not getting used politically, for me is a joke. Because kind of that's what I love to pride myself on, man. Standing back, looking at the shit, the whole mosaic, the whole collage, and trying to fucking make sense of it, or at least explain it in another narrative rather than the polarised one that gets offered up on the right or left media, whether it be GB News, BBC News, fucking talk sport, talk radio, or fucking the interwebs, whatever. It's a genuine pursuit of trying to unjumble this shit, and whether I get anywhere near it is fucking debatable, because God only knows, man. How the hell? I'm a dumb motherfucker for Glasgow. How could I even try to decipher any of this shit? But I do. I try. And I see this green agenda. Makes me sound like Donald Trump's lappy. But I see the green card getting used politically for all camps, man. For all sorts of reasons. I mean, oh God. Aye. For all camps, for all sorts of reasons. So they have to frame anti-Zionism as anti-Semitism. Zionism's a political movement. Anti-Zionism's against a political movement is kind of like being anti-Tory. Anti-Semitism is like being against a race or religion, which is like, I hate all Jews. Complete different entities, but have to get melded together as the Western fundamental Christian complex marches on and continues to use Judaism as some sort of a barrier and shield to control that area of the planet. And what better mob to blame for genocide than the Jews when you fucking hate them because they killed the baby Jesus? Right, so if you're a fundamental Christian and you think the Jews killed the baby Jesus, but you want to control Jerusalem, what better front mob, what better human shields could you get than a bunch of Jews? A bunch of Jews? Anyway, that's and don't listen, as I said, do not listen to me. I am a crazy crackpot conspiracy theorist, or recovering conspiracy theorist, which will never get quoted in any news. I'm laughing because of the times I've been edited out. Don't quote me, because you'll get flung out. That's what I'm saying. It's actually quite true. Righty-ho, I'm going to remember, stick a wee thumbs up at as much appreciated. Looking Lion, how you doing, my man? Hell is coming, long live Donald. Oh, mate, like, I don't know whether you've clocked a couple of my other last videos and stuff, and I've been saying it's the Conservatives and the far rights, and yeah, here's another thing. I'm going to have to put this on the record. The Conservative Party is going to splinter. Right, UKIP. They tried to splinter it with UKIP, but UKIP was just it fell down too much the fucking Little England bigoted hole, far too much. So they're going to have to kind of get like a Sky News Conservative Party, you know, right wing by the back door, you know. So Rupert Murdoch and his mob will be facilitating the rise of a new Conservative Party, basically. I don't know what they'll be called. They'll need to pick their own name. But it's not the first time it's happened, by the way, in UK politics. UK politics is reshuffled a lot of times, man. The United Kingdom Fascist Party, which was called the Fascist Party, helped reshape it back in the day, and it's happening again. You've got the Conservative Party that is fucking liberal leaning, like the talking heads, liberal leaning fucking motherfuckers that aren't conservative at all. And then you've got the extreme, and you've got the genuine conservatives. And you know what? More power to them. See people that have actually got their balls on the table and stick to their guns. I've got more respect for them than any like fucking Sunak that will just stand up in front of you and say what you want to hear. Same as Donald Trump. Donald fucking Trump is the same. Can anybody remember? I think this is before he got into power or just after. He stood up and like, I'm going to tell you who done 9/11. I'm going to get to the bottom of JFK. It was like, dude. It was fucking playing people's fucking heartstrings. Like the whole truther community. I do know who done 9/11. Donald Trump's going to tell us. I know who done fucking 9/11. Oh, so, did I get mixed? 9/11 and JFK. That's the shit that he came out and told you that he was going to tell you the truth about. Did he? Did he fuck? He came out and said some flubberly statements and released some crap that meant fuck all for both accounts. Again, another politician fucking promising the world and delivering sweet Fanny Adams. Donald Trump's no different, man. That guy will stand up in front of you and tell you what you want to hear. It's not rocket science, folks. It's very easily done. You know, go and look at all your old paranoid men sitting round fucking the conspiracy campfire talking about endless conspiracies 24/7. It's the same shit. Absolutely the same stuff they were talking about they're talking about today as they were talking about 20 years ago. There's no evolution, there's no change, there's no fucking new dynamic. It's just people blowing smoke up each other's arse and scared to say boo to the goose in case they get kicked out the fucking group. Kicked out the group! I'm proud, motherfuckers. And mega respect to the person that opened my eyes to the paranoid androids that just want to sit around fucking Google fucking talking to each other. There's nothing wrong with that. Just admit what you're doing. Stop dressing it up as like, I'm telling the truth. This is the only place to get the truth. Or like, fucking position yourself as some sort of yogi or some shit. You know? That's the scariest stuff. And then people get COVID and shit and fucking like, I'm out of here. Poof. These people have fucking led me to drink piss in the full 9 yards. I'm out. I'm no drinking pish anymore. True story that, by the way. That's no DC Comics. But funny, nevertheless. Right. Shit, I did say it would be a Q&A and I would go into the chat. And I absolutely, completely. Luton Lion. Mate, right wing. Mate, fucking love your shit, man. You get your balls on the table, man. You're no out there duping or usurping any cunt, in my opinion. Whatever that's worth. You are what you say on the tin, right? And again, mate, more power to you, man. I share a hell of a lot of your opinions, believe it or not. Contrary to the way it may seem, I share a hell of a lot of your opinions. Well, at least enough. But I dare say it, mate. I dare say if you're ever up in Glasgow, mate, give us a shout, man. We'd have a good pint together, man. Dare say we'd have a cracking night out, man. I'd probably get flung out a few gaffs, but I dare say we'd have a good time. Aye, mate, a pint of I'm having a wee can of Tenants. And nor do dreams job, I think. Hey, hold on, man. I'm reading this backwards, right? So forgive my lack of context on some of the. Hey, the English think that voting in a public school, boy, is it a saviour? Piss water. You talking about Tenants, mate? Donald Trump is lovely. I don't know if Donald Trump's lovely, mate, but I've got a fiver on him coming president because I want him to become president just for the shits and giggles. I mean, I'm sick to the back teeth of Biden falling asleep and fucking forgetting what he's talking about and all that. At least Donald Trump looks like he's fucking had a good crack pipe or something before he bounces up on stage. You know? And talks about very provocative subjects and stuff rather than your namby. Shit, it's just made me think about a statement. Namby-pamby? What's the word I'm looking for? Nandy-pamby? Oh shit, I'm going to have to Google that if I ever remember. Aye. Sorry folks, I'm trying to... It makes you piss, I don't drink lager. Alright, Roberto Cheech. Luton Lion. Right wing is right. Well, Luton Lion, mate. Right wing is right to you, mate, and batter in. And there's a lot of the shit I agree with. There's a hell of a lot of stuff I don't agree with. I wouldn't even call myself non-partisan. I'm kind of like my own fucking entity. But I just like... see a lot of the right wing, mate. Hold on, this might actually resonate with you. See a hell of a lot of the right wing, mate. They're saying what you want to hear to fucking mobilise you. Do you know what I mean? They don't even believe their own bullshit. You know, the same can be said with the left, right? But like, it's a lot of the right wing rhetoric that gets my arsehole fucking twitching. So maybe it's the same with you. And a lot of the right wing rhetoric. To get your arsehole twitching, it's not because they believe it, it's they're doing it because they know that it will get your arsehole twitching and out voting and whatnot. It will mobilise the voters. It's political rhetoric at the end of the day, and I don't believe any of it. any political rhetoric, even the shit that they're saying. See if some cunt came out. See if that fucking Star Trek cunt Sunak. What is he? He's a fucking Romulan. See if that Romulan cunt Sunak came out and told you, I'm going to give you $10 million. I'd be like, cunt. Even though I'm getting $10 million, I would still be like, he's just telling us what we want to hear. He's just telling us we're all going to get 10 million. I don't know why it'd be dollars here in the UK. 10 million pounds. $10 million sounds better, doesn't it? $10 million. Anyway, we'll use the cash conversion say thing, and the post office will make money off it. But anyway, but if he came out and just told you you're going to get a big windfall of money and all that shit, man, I'd still be like, cunt. Seriously, man, like I just see it as political fucking rhetoric getting used, not by his side, but by all sides. It's sad and pathetic, and it's the Punch and Judy politics that we've entered into here in the UK. Look at the migrant thing. Oh, you're looting, lying, you love this shit. You love this theory. What about my theory about the right wing actually fucking putting the brown people on boats because it's actually increasing their support here in the UK? You know, the left wing have got their shit. They're demonising the Conservatives and the right for all the tax stuff and all that crap. And then the right's like, we need more brown people on boats. The more brown people on boats equals more votes. And I think I would love somebody to crunch the numbers and see if there's a direct correlation with that, because I think there would be a direct correlation with the perceived brown people on boat, whether it's real or not. I don't fucking give a flying fuck. It's what's on your GB News, your Nigel Vag News, it's what's on your Sky News and shit. More people in brown boats are coming to this country. Who benefits? Q Bono! Thank you, Roberto. I seen your message back in the day. Q Bono, not pro bono, not fucking Bono for fucking. Oh fuck, man, my brain is honestly rotted. What band is Bono for? I just know him as Bono. Oh shit, that will come back to me. But anyway, Q Bono, not pro bono. Q Bono. Who benefits? Who benefits, politically speaking, at the ballot box when it comes to all these motherfuckers coming over? Right, people go, they're all going to vote Labour, they're all going to vote Labour. They can't vote because they're illegal fucking immigrants, they're getting a voting card. Who benefits from the reality or perception of us getting invaded with all these fucking Albanian and brown and fucking white cunts for fucking Europe? Who benefits? Like, I know, man. I know the answer I want to shout out, but I don't want to shove that down other people's necks. I just want people to think, who benefits? Q Bono. Thank you, Roberto, with your Latin speak. Q Bono, man. Who benefits? Who benefits? And it makes sense to me. It makes sense why it's happening, why it's allowed to happen. So, what was that? I was watching something the other day in the lab. We could stop the fucking Spanish Armada, but we can't stop some brown people in fucking boats. You know what I mean? If it was me and I wanted to stop them, I'd be out there with the gunships, filling them full of holes. And the boats, hopefully not the people, but you'd be sinking the ships. And then you'd be gathering up the fuckers and throwing them back into fucking Croissant land. Telling fucking Mr. Croissant to fucking deal with it. What you letting these fuckers come? Look at the fuckers. I seen a video the other day. Stay tuned to tomorrow. I'll be on the show. I seen a video the other day, and it was like, fuck. He's obviously getting propagated to scare people. And it was quite scary. Even though I understand it was there to make me scared. I mean, like a big fucking massive marching line. God knows how many. Easy 1,000 deep, I would say. That's just what you see on this small clip, or what I could stomach. Fucking brown people just fucking marching. Right, and marching into Europe because of the open borders and all that shit. But the one thing that stood out to me is they all looked like they had kit. No, no smack. Not smack and something to shoot it up with, but they had kit. In the sense, they all had a backpack, they all had a rucksack, they all had their other camping gear to keep themselves up. It was almost as if somebody was standing somewhere at a border, at a checkpoint, and dishing out this gear. And then I'll point to Turkey, Istanbul, aka Constantinople, whatever you want to call it. Look where it is. Look how it's situated. Look what position it is in geopolitical terms. Go and look what Cardigan, aka Erdogan, I call him Cardigan because I can't say his name right, has been saying. He's been promising to open the floodgate. He's been keeping his borders secure. He makes sure all these brown cunts only fucking floating into Europe for a long time. Oh my god, man, I could rant forever. Just like Count Dracula, fucking Prince Charles's fucking uncle, great uncle. Anyway, right, I'm going to recap and then do the fucking off, because no doubt I'm pissing you all off. Right, is there a relationship between the far right and Zionism? Fucking damn right, the far right fucking created Zionism. The people, in my humble opinion, the people that created Zionism hate Jews and absolutely created Zionism as a way of controlling a whole religion, setting up a whole country as a proxy to beat off the brown people, while allowing and facilitating safe passage of Christian pilgrims. That's the word that I forgot earlier on. Christian pilgrims to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. But however you pronounce it, that I can't pronounce. That's my genuine belief. I've probably been radicalised by the interwebs. I know I have been in the past. I like to think I'm in recovery, but damn right I'm still fucking mad as a hatter. But that's what I genuinely fucking believe. Take it out for what you want. I'm an anti this, I'm a pro this, I'm a Illuminati that, I'm a Mason this. Oh, and don't forget, my Star of David on the wall, just above my big claymore, and all that. There's the Star of David. Oh, what I wanted to point out actually is the date on this. This was created over 100 years before the creation of Israel. But the Star of David means the Star of David is really shit. Don't look any deeper into that shit. Don't look into what the Star of David means. Don't look why the Masons, who have been around a hell of a long time before the creation of the current state of Israel, were using that symbol. Don't look into that. Nah. Just start shouting Jew shit and hate Jewish people for no reason. No, start hating people you've never met. That was another epiphany for me, man. When I realised that I had negative connotations for people that I've fucking never met. I've never met them, man. And I was like, oh, you believe in global warming. Ugh, thus I must hate you. Like, what the fuck? Kind of cult-like, fucking crazy, conspiratard mindset is that? I mean, I'm being genuinely serious here, man. Putting people on a naughty step because they do or do not believe in the conspiracies you do or do not believe in. That's when you know. That's when I knew. Maybe you're still full guns ahead. Fuck it. Hate them. I'm just no longer in that mindset. I feel better for it, man. I'm no longer blindly demonizing people that I've never met. Trying to understand where they're coming from and their point of view and shit. Which, to me, again, makes perfect sense. But not to some. Right, so there's a, if you want to call it the start. Oh, God, man. Repetitive fucking strain injury. It's the Star of David, if you want to call it that. What's the difference between anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism? Man. To figure out that Zionism's like it's nothing to do with Judaism, man. Like, a lot of people couldn't give a flying fuck about religion. But it's about the political entity which took over Judaism, controlled it, set up a country, and is now recruiting idiots from around the world to be human shields to make sure Christians can go to their church unmolested. Hey, and you only need to go and look into the old orders that were all set up in their mission statement, which was to facilitate Christian pilgrims to be able to go to the Holy Land unmolested. Ding! Well, in the meantime, Jews and Muslims are killing each other left, right and centre on the Dome of the Rock, arguing over a stone on a fucking hill. Brilliant. A brilliant plan. Absolutely brilliant plan. And I'm not even, I don't even know how to say this. It's not that I'm anti this or like, oh my god, look. I'm just trying to understand the world around me. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to understand what the fuck is going on in Israel, because that fucking area of the world turned me into a fucking Fruit Loop for a good few years, man. I mean, search for this on my channel, right, but you'll find it. I done a speech once at a pro-Palestinian rally, I suppose you could call it. And it was a time when I was full of beans and like, Argh! And the cunt that was holding the rally didn't want me to go up because in case I stole his thunder. It's a PR fucking show, man. It was a fucking pissing against the fucking wall competition. It was fuck all to do with the people of Palestine. This guy just wanted to fucking put his dick out and go, hey, he wanted to swing his dick, basically. And then when I rocked up, here, can I swing my dick too? Like, go and check it out on my channel, man. Just like me, Zeke Allen, Tommy Robinson and all that. Which is on the BBC News. Let me see if I can find it, man. Where the fuck? Hopefully they've not changed it. they've got rid of the fucking picture, bastard. There's me there. That's me. Zeke Allen, Tommy Robinson. That's me on the right hand side, man. I need to get a new jacket like that. Whether you believe me or not, I don't give a fuck. In fact, it's on my channel, man. You'll fucking see it on my channel, man. But Tommy Robinson, and look at that prick there. Right. And then look at all the windy licking motherfuckers that trolled me. Where did they all come from? What was their agenda? If you go and look into what they're still doing, man, what they're doing is they're still bouncing around the internet, deciding who's guilty, who's fucking and targeting people. Targeting people. I mean, it's only a matter of time. Mark my words. It's only a matter of time before these people start getting pulled out their house and fucking people setting about them and shit. You know? But again, it's like the elites. You don't want to be directly involved. So it's the man behind the man, behind the man, behind the man, behind the man, behind the man. But these motherfuckers will get... Right, see that guy right there? I forget his name. But he's one of the leaders of the BNP, the SNP is the Scottish National Party, right? Which is the offshoot of the Oh man. But anyway, I'm on the BBC. I'm fucking famous, motherfuckers. Even though I had my hood up, thank fuck I had my hood up. By the way, see if I didn't have my hood up, man. You'd have fucking little bojos like fucking Flow Destroyer and Plisco and all that, trying to paint it as some sort of a fucking... And if you looked at these fannies, what they're doing, they're stuck in a loop. Life is going nowhere. Nothing's moving fast. They've got nothing going on, so they like to bounce around the YouTube thinking they're Sherlock Holmes, which is quite funny. It's fucking hilarious, actually, when you see them. They're all still arguing like fucking politicians. You don't like, 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 you. It's kind of sad and pathetic, to be quite frank, but. As Zeke Al, Tommy Robinson, that's the important thing. But if you can see that dude, man, he's no... and that woman, you've probably seen him doing the rounds on the boob tubes. Zeke Al! On the fucking Knights Templar TV and all that. They aren't too happy about me fucking... It's not good. They're not too happy about me jumping in and speaking to Tommy Robinson. I wonder why. Yeah. But anyway, that was... Look at that cunt on the left. That sums up the fucking far right, to be honest with you, man. Fat, smelly, stinky cunts that probably haven't changed their clothes in a good few days. Look at them. Look at me. They can't even get a decent haircut. I can talk, I know, but you can't even get a decent haircut. This is before this is before lockdown and people started cutting their own hair. And Tommy Robinson's loving my Zeke Al. It's just that wee fucking racist cunt in the background and the wee racist bitch as well. She can't be racist because she's black. I'm no a Nazi. I'm brown. Aye, tell that to the Zionist Federation of fucking Germany when they made a fucking deal with Hitler, you daft cunt. Anyway, I digress. So, I do digress mega style all the time. What was I looking at? I was trying to show that it is like I was trying to get an easy, accessible website that would show that it was the SAS that set up Mossad. The SAS is an offshoot of Mossad. Hold on, let's see if it actually fucking says it here. Unit 101. Uh, 1953. They were armed with non-standard weapons and tasked with carrying out retribution operations across the state's borders. The unit was merged into it. No, it doesn't mention anything. Of course not. Right, but this isn't. I would argue this isn't conspiracy theory. If you do enough digging on the interwebs, away from Google, because I've fucking recently, man, I would just tell people I just used Google left, right, and centre. I've stopped it, man. The motherfuckers literally have fucking buried my channel. If you put in Kips Clips YouTube, you couldn't be any more specific. The fucking Kips Clips YouTube does not come up. Anyway. All combat brigades and the IDF unit improvement. Right. These can go and do. See, I could sit here for ages and just read this shit, but I don't want to bore you. The Oz Brigade, that for fucking recruiting for Germany, for Australia. Right. Anyway, I'm not going to rely on Wikipedia to back up my bullcrap claims. And it could be bullcrap claims, so go and check it out, right? But to my best understanding, it was the SAS that pretty much set up and fucking put in motion the IDF. The IDF are nothing more than a branch, a continuation of the SAS, which I would argue is evidence of this would be the kind of recent, I think it was in the early 2000s, use of British passports by the IDF to murder a terrorist. And of course, the terrorist is somebody that they don't like, you know. As opposed to, like, if they kill somebody they don't like, it's a terrorist attack. But if we kill somebody we don't like, it's not a terrorist attack. It's a targeted killing or whatever they call it. I have no I understand this shit goes on, and I genuinely have no problems with it going on, because it will go on and it will continue to go on, and it's always went on, and it will in all its forms. It's the bull crap that surrounds it which sticks in my throat, you know. Anywho's. Ken Livingston talking about the Zionists' agreement with Hitler. Hold on, I think I've even got the wiki page of this. No. Well. It's Orthodox. This is Orthodox Jews I was trying to tell you about. This is the people that they need you to believe that are just so batshit crazy. So what does Orthodox Judaism mean? Or Orthodox anything? Following are conforming to a traditional or generally accepted rules of belief or religion or practice. Right. See, orthodox people, I've got more respect for them than all the fucking bullcrap artists which rock up and like, I'm part of the religion as long as it goes along with BBC TV. You know what I'm talking about? It just doesn't make sense. Right, what else have I got here? Apart from me being a Nazi. But that guy is, see that guy with the fucking goatee? Man, he's the leader of the Scottish Defence League. And that dumb bitch, man, is you. Maybe we'll have people at my door fucking having a problem with me calling her a dumb bitch. She used to have a YouTube channel. Don't know if she has anymore. But what you'll find is it's like, I'm brown, it's okay to be racist kind of shit. You know, the usual duck and cover. But hey ho, that was funny days. And if you want to see that whole thing in its entirety and see that I wasn't actually given a Nazi salute, BBC done a great job there, man, finding me like that. But that must have been them just like hitting off hundreds of fucking. Because literally it was like, alright, Tommy! And they fucking caught me fucking while I'm like, alright, Tommy! And so on and so forth. I don't want to protest too much. Makes it look like I protest too much. Go and check out the live video. That's all I'll say. Thumbs it up and make a donation, motherfuckers. Right. Let's see, am I going through all this? There's the Star of David. On the British, the lobby of the British Houses, plural, of Parliament. 18th century, I do believe. I'll check this guy out in a wee second. They muddy the water with the difference between anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism, where they pretty much both fucking serve the same purpose. But Zionism's a political movement, Semitism's against a whole religion. But because they've usurped a religion, the deep state Illuminati. No, but because like fundamental Christian people have actually fucking usurped a whole religion, in my humble belief, where they can do shit like this and then they hide behind the banner of anti-Semitism. So that this is a piece to try and appease people that are anti-Zionist, when Zionism is nothing more than conservatism. You know, you're allowed to hate political parties. You're allowed to hate them. You are allowed to hate them. You're not allowed to hate Jews. God forbid. You'll be Hitler. You'll be like that outside Tommy Robinson's court case. Zeke Allen and all that. You know, see when you're not, but you are. Hitler and Zionism. Why the Havara agreement does not mean right. Oh, so Hitler did have an agreement with the Zionists. So he wasn't putting bullets in their head in the parliament and all that. He was actually discussing shit with them. He was actually going, here, I think you stink. Fuck off with my country. So what changed between I hate you and you stink to alright, I'm going to round you up and start exterminating you in camps? What changed? Questions I want answered that I can get no fucking a proper answer from, because everybody that's bouncing about with answers seem to be politically motivated one way or the other. And it's a shame. It's an absolute crying shame. Maybe in 100 years, maybe my kin, stuff I'm leaving on this planet. Right, Wavy Davy, you fucking junky looking bastard. Anyway, maybe my kin will pick up the baton and figure out this shit. As opposed to Wavy Davy, the YouTube gangster. It's funny as fuck, man. Or these hard men that are fucking scared to let you know where you actually fucking reside. Anyway, so there's Hitler and the Zionists. Shit. When was that? 2016. The Independent. And this is just the interwebs, man. Like, go and look on archived shit for back in the day. It's the best source. Or you get closer to the source rather than all this modern day rehashed, regurgitated shit for political reasons. Yeah, I mean, if you go and look at the time frame of this has got to be about the time of Jeremy Corbyn. When Jeremy Corbyn, I'm best guessing because I'm shite at dates, but I would imagine this is about the time of Jeremy Corbyn and all that, when they were getting fucking. Jeremy Corbyn was getting run out of power because he dared to mention that Hitler made a deal with the Zionists. Like pointing out a fact is now considered anti-Semitic. Just like me, Zeke Allen, Tommy Robinson. That's real. And God forbid you go and actually look at the real video of me going, alright Tommy, how you doing? And start talking about Tinkerbell and fucking all sorts of shit. God forbid you do that. Nah, just read the BBC thing, look at the pictures. Hitler and Zionism. Havara Agreement. Right, let's see if this Havara... let's read this. Havara. 3 months of talks by the Zionist Federation of Germany and the Anglo-Palestinian Bank. Right, I think that's where I broke down in laughter the last time. When all the talks and all that became financial, And same when you're talking about finance, the city of corruption, aka the city of London, is ball deep in all of it, man. Right? And, this is how everybody's getting played with puppets. Even this shit. It's polarising people. You're in one camp or the other, and you believe in this or the other. And the Anglo-Palestinian Bank, under the directive of the Jewish Agency, look, there's hyperlinks there, man. Go and use Wikipedia. Expand your knowledge. Even if it's Wikipedia knowledge, it gives you a baton to start with. Rather than just the polarised fucking bullshit of, oh man, I've got a big fucking beard and tie-dye, I'm going to tell you the truth. People have bowed out for that shit for fucking reasons. Why do you think? Do you think it's because they got COVID in the middle of fucking people telling you COVID was fake and all that? I don't know. I'm just theorising in my head. To my head, to myself, to use. Don't know what I'm. But it's a theory. Let's endlessly theorise about shit. Right, so if somebody leaves up and stops a podcast and leaves the podcast, what's the possible reasons? In the midst of a pandemic, while at the same time, while they're actually saying it's fake. It's just, oh, deep state Illuminati, I'm not a doctor. Like, these people are experts in everything. They know everything about 5G. They know everything about vaccinations. They know everything about healthcare. Absolutely experts in everything. Or so they would lead you to believe. Maybe they're just bullshit artists blagging it. Maybe these cunts are just blagging it. And maybe one of these people fell so fucking sick and ill that they felt a bit stupid. I mean, I'm out. I don't know. I'm no privy to this stuff. I'm just theorising. You know, there's nothing wrong with that because everybody sits around endlessly bumping their gums about bullshit. So that's all I'm doing. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. Hey. Maybe you lose some friends that you've had for a lot of years because you change your opinion and shit. Just the way it is. But let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about the real questions that everybody wants to actually know the question to. Let's just talk about COVID that I know fuck all about. And 5G, which I know fuck all about. And vaccinations, which I know fuck all about. Well, let's talk about everything I know fuck all about. Bump my gums as if I'm some sort of a fucking expert, while ignoring the question that everybody wants answered. Welcome to the truth movement, people. It's the truth they want you to know. It's the truth that the BBC want you to know, or STV, or ITV, or whatever want you to know. But let's not talk about the truth about fucking things that you actually genuinely are really interested in, you know, because you've bought into the cult of personality within the group. Don't talk about that shit, man. He's mental. Let's just blindly ignore it. Never address it. And just go on our merry way. Just go on our merry way. That is what I would do. But I'm a bad man, and these people are good, honest, truth-seeking folk that selectively choose what you can hear from their gubs. But it's all good because they're the editors. Shit, I'm talking pish. Talk too much. No, I'm not talking pish actually. I'm talking fucking. Wait, I don't know. I'll be looking. Luton Lion, how you doing, my man? Tommy drinks with Tommy at 10 bells. Mate, drop a link for that, and I'll put it through if you're still in the room, my man. Drop a link for that, and I'll let it through. I'll be watching it myself, man. 10 bells. Right, an hour's time. I didn't know Bobby Robinson was still in the Get Brock's the comb over. Mate, it's no a comb over. It's just my fucking wee bit. It's my wee island put to the side. I'm not trying to fucking hide anything, man. At the moment, I've still got a fucking full head of hair, but I'm going fucking. I'm going short at the crown. But I don't know, man. If it's just shits and giggles, all good, my man. Luton Lions, stick the link in for Bobby's stuff later on, man. House of the Holy, bet you never knew that. You be an Can you be an Orthodox Glaswegian? I'm not sure, mate. I need to check that out. What else is Orthodox? Use God as an excuse, mate. Exactly, they use God as an excuse. They use like God and religion as it's the puppeteer's fucking best friend, man. They convince you something's evil or demonic or some shit. Fucking a lot of people will just dance to the tune to get rid of it, because who likes demonic or fucking bad shit? No cunt. You know what I mean? That's why we're the best when it comes to strategic warfare. Mate, the Brits do. The Brits do fucking rule the landscape when it comes to soft power. But the reason, I would argue the reason we've got that is just because we didn't kill the British Empire, we just morphed it into something else, aka the Commonwealth. The British, the British have taught most countries combat skills, but most of the countries that we've taught combat skills to are Commonwealth countries, which basically makes them still fucking Crown Corporation entities. Tommy drinks with Tommy at 10. Nowadays you always get one fucker who can't help themselves look at the phone when a Kips is paid by Tommy. Tommy's I don't think Tommy could actually afford to pay anybody right now, to be honest, man. I don't know, man. Gookie phone jacker, there's no school, Robinson Crusoe. Tommy, people like Tommy, I'll die of due to being a says no. Bushcraft skills, could he catch a ratty? Are you talking about Tommy Robinson, mate, or fucking Hancock? What's his name? The Hancock dude that's went into. Mate, I'm not rocking it. See, the second I think I've got a fucking comb over, man. It's all coming off, man. I've not got a I'll fucking put it all up if you want. Alright, again. Somebody just gets shot. Oh yeah. That's right outside my window. Right. Right. Because I'm widely not distracted by the thingy webs, what I wanted to show you is just the Anglo-Palestinian bank. It's not actually Palestinian. It's an Israeli bank. The Anglo-Palestinian bank The Anglo should be the clue. Bank Lumini. It was founded in February 1902. When was Israel founded? When was the mosaic tiled pattern of the British Houses of Parliament lobby laid? Go and check these things out on your timeline, folks. Go and check them out on your timeline. It might give you an idea of how long these things were in the fucking planning. The fucking Ukraine thing, how long do you think that was in the fucking pipeline? You know, go and look when the fracking shite happened. Ukraine was on the cards. Anyway. Right. Here we go. Hey, I'm going to let you listen to this dude while I go for a quick piss because I'm choking.
Oh, I'm here in Liverpool city centre on this quiet Monday afternoon. Bit of a dreary day, miserable looking. Looks like it's going to rain. All the same, I travelled into the city centre today on the 14C bus. Again, I felt like a stranger on a bus I've travelled on all my life. It really is a strange experience, given, like I've said, I've travelled on that bus all my life. Travelling along Breck Road into the city centre. Breck Road is part of Anfield. Breck Road now is terribly run down. It needs investment, but sadly, like Kensington and Fairfield, new arrivals are being dumped there at an unprecedented rate. That's an area now that is changing. It's changing by the day. It's run down as it is. Like I said, it needs a lot of investment. And what does the council do? It just brings more and more arrivals. And it's going the same way as Kensington and Fairfield. Also along West Derby Road, that also is undergoing cultural change. You can see it there happening by the day. Again, similar to Breck Road.
Can I say, man, right? Now, this guy could easily get me as a captive audience because he's saying a lot of stuff that not only do I see with my own eyes, how do I see it without fucking putting myself in the naughty step? I kind of agree with. Right, but that's my own personal preference, and fucking I'm all about fucking everybody having their own points of view, sticking it in the mix and coming up with a good compromise with everybody. He's not about that, right? But what I just want to point out is, I hope I've got this here, man. I've got it somewhere. Right, this look. You know, like the present, like, look at the state of my fucking YouTube videos, man. I'm fucking effing blinding and fucking off and all sorts of shit. I look back, I try and watch some of my videos back, and I'm like, I can't watch this prick. Who is this guy? Because I'm cursing and swearing far too much. And basically what I'm doing is like being genuine and honest in the way I would speak to a mate in the boozer. Maybe that's why I get flung out so many. But I'm being genuine and honest in my beliefs. And whether this dude is or isn't, who knows? I think he's actually a wee bit more intelligent and like more intelligent than me, you know. You just turn on the camera and fucking speak from the heart. I'm speaking from the heart, man. Captain Planet. I think he's a wee bit more intelligent than that. And the reason I think that is because he's been in the political game. He's in the political game. He understands how it works. And he understands that he shouldn't be perceived as being a small-minded, bigoted motherfucker who sends razor blades to Jewish people because they're Jews. So does the far right work with Zionism? Well, it certainly helps them out. Q Bono. Thank you, 5. Q Bono. Who benefits? Who benefits? Is that such a crazy fucking idea to grasp? You know, it genuinely, I say it genuinely doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's propagating this shit. As long as it's getting propagated, do you know what I mean? As long as there's somebody out there shouting about this shit, making a fuss about it, it's going to mobilise and motivate people in a certain direction. And I might be wrong. In fact, there's a hell of a strong chance that I'm completely wrong and off of fucking... But there's a small chance I might be right. And they're the best bets to have. Get more to benefit if it comes in. But... fuck, I don't like... I'm trying to think about I'm selecting my words here. There's a lot of stuff this guy says that I could agree with and whatnot, but I don't believe he's doing it. I believe he's doing it for political purposes. That's what I'm saying, and he's keeping stum on a lot of the shit. You know, he's not letting him's true self out.
Anfield, and also,
I would argue,
on its way to looking sadly like Kensington and Fairfield. You see, what's happened in these communities, especially the likes of Kensington and Fairfield, is the cohesiveness, right, has been broken down because people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different belief systems, too many have been dumped there too soon, which hasn't assimilated. It's dominated the present existing culture there, which has been known since I can remember a long, long time before that, Kensington and Fairfield. So that's what's happening, right? It's the cohesion, right? Once that goes, the community's gone. And Liam Thorpe...
This guy's got so much confidence in you coming to your own conclusion that he needs to finish every sentence with right, yeah, my dick's the biggest one in the world, right, yeah, my dick really stretched out your mum's pussy the other night, right, you know, it's that's... Whether he's doing it subliminally or not, who knows, right? Who really knows, right? Sounds like a fucking frog. Ribbit, right? Anyway, and again, I'm sitting here saying that I can fucking agree with some of that shit, man. I actually get the sentiment. I agree with it, man. I witness it, man, around me, man, and like... if and when I'm dictator, I mean Prime Minister, I'll be fucking manning the gunboats like that, blowing the brown people and boats out of water. I would be the worst fascist dictator putting the planet, man. I'd fucking... If you were dictator for a day, I'd start manning the fucking Royal Navy gunships and blowing the brown people in boats out of water. I don't even think I'm joking. I'm being serious. At least start putting, like, I'm pretty sure you could get a few snipers on the boats to put at least a few warning fucking shots in the boat like that. Turn back or you're dead, motherfucker. You know? But again, who benefits from the perception that the brown people in boats are invading us? Who benefits? Who benefits? And the people that benefit have got a fucking dog in the fight to promote and propagate that shit continuously because they benefit. And who benefits? You tell me, man. I've got no. I don't know. I've got my own opinions. But who benefits? Anyway, this is the guy that sends razor blades to Jews. And he's from the BNP, but he got expanded from the BNP, but set up his own YouTube channel, but is still kind of not telling you what to think, but telling you what to think about. And the things that they're telling you to think about are the exact same things that the BNP, Nick Griffin, under his pseudonym under the Knights Templar, and the Knights Templar and Jim Dawson are telling you to think about. Now, you make up your own mind whether you think this is the fucking worst shit ever or whatever, but just bear in mind it's the far right that's telling you to think about this shit. Yeah. And why are they asking you to think about this shit? It's because it's arcade. It's like a fucking amusement arcade. They're just flashing, blinking lights about all the shit that you want to or don't want to hear about, and they're just telling you what you want to hear, man. It's like Nigel Vag TV.
Political editor for the Liverpool Echo. He made a few videos and articles in the Liverpool Echo highlighting this, and he listened to the concerns of locals, and that's what they said, is that the cohesiveness of the community had been destroyed, and it's no longer Kensington and Fairfield, right? So that's what has happened in all this. It's not Joe Owens preaching hate or racism or all the usual stupid nonsense, prejudice or other trigger words people use that haven't got an answer to what you're saying to silence you, right? It's not me, right? This is what's happening.
It's not you, but the fact that you're out there fucking pumping that message fucking dilutes it or spoils it or whatever in a fucking absolute minefield that all people need to do to again, as I'm saying, like, there's a lot of shit that he's saying that I agree with, man. He's talking about his local area being fucked up with fucking mass immigration, right? I've witnessed this in a good few areas, man. I stayed in Nicola Sturgeon's constituency for a fucking year. Little fucking Asia. You know, I've been about, man. I've seen the fucking shit that's happening. Glasgow's a multicultural city, and it's been very much so. And anyway, I've witnessed all this shit that he's talking about. I may or may not agree with him on certain points and stuff. But he's, in my humble opinion, this genuine shit, genuine concern, genuine for people is getting used. It's either getting used by the left to browbeat you into fucking just blindly accepting this shit, or it's getting used by the right to browbeat you into fucking, like, believing people like him and watching fucking Knights Templar TV and shit on the YouTubes. Just my humble opinion, man. It's getting used by all sides. I mean, like, don't let a good fucking crisis go to waste and all that shit. So the stuff that's happening fucking internationally and fucking whatnot, it's just getting used by both sides. And here's an example of the far right using it, dressing it up as genuine local concerns about local shit, when ultimately it's just that he fucking hates fucking any cunt that isn't white. or British.
Happening now in our city. There is a cultural change undergoing. It started in Kensington and Fairfield, and it's now, all right, mate, it's now 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh, good friend of mine there. Where was I? Right, it started in Kensington and Fairfield, and it's now spreading its tentacles along West Derby Road, Breck Road, County Road, and many other areas in Liverpool. So I'm getting people sending me reports every day as to what's happening. But as I say, travelling on that 14C bus today that I've travelled on all my life, I felt like a stranger, right? And this is...
So he got on a bus and there was fucking brown people on it and he didn't like it.
wrong. There's too many being dumped here.
Make it out what you want, man.
Hatred or all usual, as they say, trigger words they use to silence one. Right? It's nothing to do with that. It's about preserving and keeping our lovely Liverpool. Small numbers in the city aren't a problem. Like I said, the Chinese community, black community, and even small Hindu community, you wouldn't even know they were here, right? That's not a problem. But what's happening, especially in the likes of Kensington, right, it's been completely, totally reckless. Who in the world authorised that? They've just rolled the dice and just hoped for the best. And that hasn't happened. It's destroyed the area. The councillors in there have been silent on it, right? But I'm going to stand in that community, in that ward next year, Kensington and Fairfield. So you've got an option to vote for Joe Owens. I'll be your vote.
Right, more power to you, mate. You're using the electoral system to beat the people that set up the electoral system. Makes perfect sense to me. But what I would say is, now, I'm trying to get this straight in my head so I don't fuck up, and I probably will fuck up, so please fact check me and fucking do all your due diligence that everybody should be doing the second they turn on the internet and listen to any loon ball like me talking. Right, I'm trying to remember the last, because he stood at another election. I think it was. I can't remember the details. I'd be lying if I said I could, but I think it was like the local election at the time. And I'm trying to remember the hangman he got. I think he. Oh man, I can't remember. Either get like fucking more votes for his YouTube clips, which now I can talk. You know, see the second you're no longer in the cult. Nobody wants to hear your message, man. You're out the gang. No, you don't get fucking long hair and a big fucking crazy beard and a tie-dye behind you, man. You're out the gang. Everybody wants to disown you. Small-minded, fucking bigoted pricks. Sorry, excuse my French, but I do actually have a sore point to a lot of those idiots, man. Influenced by a big fucking bearded prick. Who's so jealous and... But anyway, so let's see. Fuck. Some of these videos are getting really good views. Oh dear. Oh man, that was actually a good fucking stretch. Right, so his videos... shit. Only getting much. Alright, that's no true. There's his video there. 700 odd views. Is it Liverpool culture change? Oh shit, sorry, pardon me. I'm acting as if I'm sitting here enjoying myself or something. bet his videos are get at least a couple hundred. But anyway, I wish I could remember the fucking numbers and all that I used to be able to fucking rhyme and repeat left, right and centre before I stopped giving a fuck, before realising it was all a bunch of shite. But I think he was getting more votes on he was getting more thumbs up on his YouTube videos than he was votes. Because the last time he went in for an election, and do you know what? More power to him, man. But you just need to remember this is the dude that sent razor blades to Jews through the post. Put him in the context of Nick Griffin and just the whole complex, just the whole information fucking pyramid, if you want to call it that. Pyramid. Everybody loves a pyramid, don't they, nowadays? Pyramid or deep state Illuminati. Right, so that's the pyramid he was putting it in. He was a former murder suspect. Maybe I shouldn't talk too much shit about him, man. Maybe he'll come up and murder me, man. It's a strong possibility, man. I welcome that challenge. As long as it's no somebody coming up just putting a bullet blindly in your head, man. As long as there's a wee bit of rough and tumble, you know, I'll give you a chance. And if it's somebody just bouncing up two in the head, you're fucked. But if I've got a wee bit of a fighting chance, I'm getting a reminder of a Romanian nationalist that for some reason can't stop talking about British and American politics. I know, makes perfect sense. Stay tuned tomorrow night, man. I'll be going into that shit. What was Judaism? These are the people that actually like follow the Torah. Oh, I know. Oh, fuck. I'll be seen as a Jew sympathising deep state Illuminati paedophile now because I say that the Jewish religion is no more fucked up than any other religion. You know, I'm not going to deny the fucked upness, but I'm also not going to be selective about it, you know. Ultra-Orthodox and anti-Zionists. My Jewish learning. Oh, do you want to learn as a Jew? Here, Jews. Here, dumbass Jews. Do you like your funny hats and your genuine religious teachings? You're dumb Jews. Ultra-Orthodox and anti-Zionist Jews. Right, so let's see how stinky the Jews are according to the Jews. Groups like that one and that one bitterly oppose the modern state of Israel. They don't oppose it. Oh my god, man, this is so funny. This really is framing your mind, man. And you know what, as you can tell, I don't give a flying fuck, man. If I was dictator for the day, I'd be hard pushed not to nuke the whole gaff. I'd nuke it all. Jews, Palestinians, boom, done. Right? But there's so many Jews all over the world and not enough Palestinians that the Jews would still and still fucking claim still start charging interest on on the nuclear wasteland. And remember, I'm Scottish. We're the Western Jews. Every stereotype you throw at a Jew gets thrown at a Scot. But you're not allowed to throw stereotypes at Jews. Only Scottish people. Apparently, I think. Because it makes you anti-Semitic. No. What a crock of shit. Oh man. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Although I find it fucking very highly amusing, to be honest with you. Very highly amusing. Yeah, I'm going to do it off because I've talked enough shite. Tune in tomorrow night for a note, the InfoWars Nightly News. You get the latest from the comb over. And I don't know, some sense of original fucking thought, which is not sadly lacking, but is lacking full fucking stop. I mean, listen to all these talking heads. It'll be the big web or the fucking small web or this web or that web. They're all fucking just nodding fucking dogs. Swear to God, nodding dogs. Which I'll show you tomorrow, actually. I'll have fucking plenty of examples and plenty of examples that you come. Nodding fucking dogs. No, see, man, that's the real conspiracy, man. Nodding dogs, man. Absolutely nodding dogs. Like, in awe of some cunt's fucking unshaven fucking mane. You've got that because you're a fucking heavy metal dude, no because you're a fucking yogi. Anyway. Will be a fun night. Have a good one, y'all. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good night. Don't let the conspiracy bugs bite. Cips clip.
Tonight at 11.
Dude! It's a plan! And I'm angry! I'm not a slave! I've broken the conditioning! It doesn't work on me! I'm primitive, I'm real, I know the enemy, and if we can have this spirit of normal humanity spread, it's over for the globalist! Break the conditioning now! Excuse me.
This is not the InfoWars Nightly News, where the answer to 1984 is not $19.95 plus shipping and handling, but the answer is to try and understand the double-barrel bullcrap, the double-speak, and the Orwellian wonderland we now find ourselves in. So sit back and relax as I take you through a real alternative look at the news and so-called alternative media alike. Enjoy. Cips clip.